She sang her way into millions of hearts on one of the biggest stages in the world. But that was only the beginning. You remember the tiny powerhouse with a golden smile and an even more golden voice, right? The one who brought judges to their feet and left audiences in tears. Years have passed since Angelica Hale first stunned the world on America's Got Talent. And while some child stars fade into memory, others evolve into something entirely unexpected. But what happened after the applause faded? Where did her voice take her, and how far has she come since that show-stopping finale? You might think you know her story, but there's one chapter that surprised even her most devoted fans. Get ready to follow the journey of a young girl who's not just chasing dreams. She's building something bigger. Angelica Hale's journey is one defined by strength, resilience, and an unbreakable bond with her roots. As a Filipino American, her identity has always been an integral part of who she is, deeply influencing her values of family and perseverance. From a young age, Angelica's love for music was undeniable. Her family would often be enchanted by impromptu performances in their living room, a small preview of the star she would eventually become. But just as her talent began to bloom, Angelica's life took a drastic turn. At only 4 years old, she was diagnosed with a rare bacterial infection that quickly escalated into double pneumonia. This quickly spiraled into sepsis, a deadly condition that caused her organs, including her kidneys, to begin shutting down. In an instant, the bright-eyed girl was fighting for her life. Angelica was placed in a medically induced coma and required ECMO life support to survive. Her condition was so severe that she needed both hemodialysis and peritoneal dialysis, spending over 80 days in the hospital while her body fought to stay alive. Though her battle was far from over, Angelica was finally discharged once stabilized. But even then, she wasn't free from the grips of dialysis. It wasn't until a life-saving act of love from her mother, Eva, who was a perfect kidney donor match, that Angelica was able to begin a new chapter. In September 2013, Angelica received her mother's kidney in a successful transplant. This moment not only marked the end of her dialysis cycle, but also symbolized the rebirth of her health, sparking the start of her emotional and physical recovery. The journey through such an immense challenge not only reshaped her health, but gave Angelica a fresh perspective on life. She became determined to use her experience to give back to others. Angelica began working with the National Kidney Foundation as their first child ambassador, while also advocating for the Sepsis Alliance and Children's Miracle Network hospitals. The adversity she faced became a beacon of hope for families navigating similar medical battles, offering a powerful message that no challenge was too great to overcome. Angelica Hale's love for music didn't start on a grand stage. It started in a hospital bed. As she lay there fighting for her life, music became more than just a form of entertainment. It became her emotional sanctuary. It was through the darkest days of her illness that Angelica found her voice, singing not just to pass the time, but as a source of healing for her soul. Her parents recall how she would sing to lift her spirits even as she endured painful treatments. These simple moments of musical expression weren't just a distraction, they were an act of resilience. As she began to recover, it was clear that her connection to music was no accident. It was something much deeper. Her earliest performances were captured on her father's phone, where they were later uploaded to YouTube. The videos quickly garnered attention, drawing support from those who were moved by Angelica's incredible bravery and raw talent. One of her greatest inspirations during this time was Whitney Houston. The first time Angelica heard "Greatest Love of All," it resonated with her on a level that she couldn't fully explain. The song's message of inner strength and self-love mirrored Angelica's own journey. She began to emulate Houston's vocal techniques, learning to pour her emotions into every note, a skill that would become her trademark. With her health slowly returning, Angelica's parents recognized the power of her voice and enrolled her in professional vocal lessons. Trained by top vocal coaches in Atlanta, Angelica started performing at local charity events, retirement homes, and galas. Among her early performances was the Make-A-Wish Foundation Ball and the US Open Men's Semifinals, moments that not only shaped her vocal abilities but also gave her invaluable stage experience. Music had become her healing tool, but it was also quickly evolving into her purpose. Each song she performed was a triumph over the pain and adversity she'd faced. Angelica's story was no longer just about a young girl with a beautiful voice. It was about a survivor, someone who had fought to live, and who now used music as a way to inspire and heal others. This was the beginning of her path, a path where music was not just entertainment, but a bridge from pain to hope. In 2017, Angelica Hale took the stage on America's Got Talent and delivered a performance that would change her life forever. At just 9 years old, she stunned audiences with a soul-stirring rendition of Andrew Day's Rise Up. The emotional depth of her voice, combined with her inspiring story of overcoming a life-threatening illness, captured the hearts of millions. For many, it wasn't just her talent they were moved by, but the sheer emotional maturity that came through in every note. Judges Simon Cowell, Heidi Klum LB, and Howie Mandel were visibly moved by Angelica's performance, and it didn't take long before they unanimously sent her through to the next round. But it wasn't just her technical skill that stood out, it was her story. A young girl who had fought so hard for her life was now on the world stage, using her voice to tell a story of survival and hope. In the Judge Cuts round, Angelica performed Alicia Keys' Girl on Fire, a fitting anthem for her personal journey. The performance was so powerful that guest judge Chris Hardwick hit the coveted golden buzzer, sending Angelica straight to the live shows. This moment was emotionally charged and cemented her place as one of the most talked about contestants in the history of AGT. At just 9 years old, Angelica became one of the youngest contestants ever to receive the golden buzzer. As Angelica progressed through the competition, her growth as an artist was undeniable. Her quarterfinal performance of Zed's Clarity earned her a standing ovation, and her semi-final performance of David Guetta's Without You was another showstopper. But it was her performance of Clean Bandit and Zara Larsson's Symphony in the finals that truly showcased her range and emotional depth. She even joined fellow finalist Kechi Okwechi for a powerful duet of Stronger, What Doesn't Kill You, with Kelly Clarkson. Despite her remarkable performances, Angelica finished as the runner-up behind Darcy Lynn, the ventriloquist. But at the age of 10, she made history as the youngest ever runner-up on America's Got Talent. And for Angelica, it wasn't the end of the story. It was just the beginning of her rise to stardom. Her time on AGT not only proved her vocal abilities, but also sparked a much larger conversation about the emotional depth and strength of youth voices in mainstream media. Entertainment Tonight called her a force of nature in a pint-sized package, and Billboard highlighted how her performances brought depth and meaning beyond her years. Angelica's time on AGT became a cultural milestone, proving that talent, heart, and resilience could shatter any preconceived notions about what young performers could achieve. Her journey was not just about a competition. It was about a young girl whose voice and story touched hearts around the world. Angelica Hale's return to the America's Got Talent stage in 2019 was nothing short of a comeback for the ages. At just 11 years old, Angelica re-entered the spotlight on AGT, The Champions, a special season that brought together top acts from around the world. For many viewers, her return felt like a homecoming, a chance to see a beloved contestant with a newfound sense of maturity and vocal strength. Angelica's performance during this season was symbolic of her growth, not just as a singer, but as an artist. She chose Rachel Platten's fight song for her first performance, an anthem of resilience that paralleled her own journey. The powerful performance moved Judge Howie Mandel to tears, prompting him to press the golden buzzer, sending her straight into the finals. This moment made Angelica the first ever contestant in AGT history to receive the golden buzzer twice, an extraordinary achievement that cemented her place as one of the show's most iconic performers. Her performance of Chantel's Impossible in the finals was another emotional powerhouse. The song, filled with raw emotion and longing, allowed Angelica to showcase the depth and control she had developed over the years. Judges and fans alike were in awe of her ability to convey such deep emotions through song, as they watch her transform from a young child prodigy into a seasoned artist with an undeniable presence. While she didn't win the competition, Angelica's return to AGT, The Champions, solidified her status as more than just a reality show contestant. She was now a fully developed artist, one who had gone beyond the limitations of being a child star. Critics and fans alike praised her vocal growth and emotional maturity, recognizing her as a rising role model for young performers in the spotlight. The Champion season marked a pivotal moment in Angelica's career, as it was no longer about proving herself as a talented kid. She was now competing among the best, a true professional. Angelica's return to the AGT stage was a defining moment, not just for her, but for the entire talent competition genre. Her story became one of reinvention and growth, with her AGT journey serving as a launchpad for a bigger, more meaningful career in the years to come. After America's Got Talent, Angelica Hale's rise to stardom didn't slow down. In fact, it only gained momentum. With her heartwarming story and undeniable talent, Angelica was invited to perform on some of the most prestigious stages across the globe, proving that she was more than just a reality TV contestant. She was an artist in her own right. One of her earliest standout appearances came at the US Open Men's Semifinals in 2015, where Angelica took the stage at Arthur Ashe Stadium to sing America the Beautiful in front of thousands. This performance introduced her to a national audience outside of AGT, showcasing her ability to shine in front of a massive crowd. The invitations continued to pour in. Angelica performed the national anthem at several high-profile NFL games, including a matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in her hometown of Atlanta. She also captivated audiences at Heinz Field during the NFL rivalry game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. These performances were not just about showcasing her vocal power. They were a testament to her ability to handle the pressure of performing live at major televised events. In November 2017, Angelica was also a highlighted performer at the 91st Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, where she performed Alicia Keys' Girl on Fire from aboard the Sprout float. Her performance was one of the standout moments of the parade, which further solidified her status as a rising star in the entertainment world. In addition to these major performances, Angelica's appearances on television also cemented her place in the hearts of fans. She was featured on Steve Harvey's Little Big Shots, where she awed audiences with a beautiful rendition of I'll Be There, proving that she was more than just a viral sensation. She was a real artist with staying power. Her performance career also took her on the America's Got Talent Live tour, where she traveled across multiple cities, performing in front of packed venues. This tour was not only an opportunity to showcase her talent to a live audience, but also to build stamina, hone her live performance skills, and further connect with her fans. These appearances were pivotal in Angelica's evolution as an artist. They demonstrated her versatility and ability to perform across a variety of settings, from national television to live sporting events. Her rise was now marked by much more than just viral videos. It was about proving herself as a force in the entertainment industry. Angelica Hale's journey didn't just stay confined to the US. Her talent and story resonated with audiences worldwide, marking the beginning of her international exposure. In 2019, she joined the Filipino boy band TNT Boys on their Listen, the world tour, as a special guest. This tour, which included major cities like Los Angeles and Edmonton, was a turning point for Angelica, as it exposed her to an entirely new global fan base. Performing alongside the TNT Boys, Angelica's renditions of powerhouse ballads such as Mariah Carey's Hero and Whitney Houston's Greatest Love of All were met with roaring applause, showcasing her incredible vocal abilities on an international stage. The tour solidified her place as a global performer, demonstrating that her appeal transcended borders. Canadian audiences were particularly receptive, and her ability to engage with fans across continents marked her transition from a local talent to an international sensation. But as with many great stories, her international journey was not without challenges. Unfortunately, Angelica's tour came to a premature end due to a health issue that echoed the struggles of her early years. Despite the disappointment, Angelica's resilience shone through, and she remained active online, engaging with her international fan base through live streams and social media updates. Her dedication to staying connected with her fans during this time was a testament to her strength and commitment to her craft. Angelica's international presence continued to grow as she performed at other major global events, such as the 2018 NHL game between the Ottawa Senators and the Florida Panthers, where she sang both national anthems. She also participated in the prestigious Celebrity Fight Night event with David Foster, where her performance at this high-profile charitable event further raised her global profile. Her growing international recognition was not just about the performances, it was about her representation of Asian American talent in the global entertainment industry. Proudly Filipino American, Angelica's international tours and media appearances helped amplify the voices of young artists like herself, showing that talent knows no boundaries. In interviews with media outlets like ABS-CBN and the Philippine Star, Angelica spoke passionately about embracing her heritage and inspiring other kids who look like her to follow their dreams. "It means a lot to me to represent my Filipino heritage," she said in a 2020 interview. "I want other kids who look like me to believe they can do this too." As her international visibility grew, so did her influence in promoting diversity and inclusion in the entertainment industry. Angelica had become more than just a performer. She was now an inspiration for young artists across the globe, a symbol of hope for those aspiring to break into mainstream Western entertainment. Angelica Hale's journey as an artist took a bold step forward when she made the decision to transition from being a cover artist to an original music creator. At just 11 years old, Angelica began writing songs that drew from her personal experiences, especially her battle with illness and her journey toward recovery. This new direction marked a significant evolution in her career, moving beyond her America's Got Talent image and positioning her as a songwriter with a voice worth listening to. In 2019, Angelica released her debut single, Feel the Magic, a powerful pop anthem that encapsulated her journey, her dreams, and her resilience. The song resonated deeply with her growing fan base, offering a glimpse into her emotional world. The accompanying music video, which premiered on her YouTube and Facebook pages, was widely embraced by her followers, signifying a shift in her career from reality show star to independent artist. Following this success, Angelica released her first EP, also titled Feel the Magic, which showcased a more polished and mature sound. The EP included tracks like Overcome, a song that delved deeper into the emotional challenges she had faced. Angelica worked with professional producers and co-writers to develop her unique sound, and the EP was made available on major streaming platforms like Spotify, iTunes, and Amazon Music, signaling her readiness to be recognized not just as a singer, but as a storyteller. Her transition into songwriting also included a series of holiday music releases. In 2018, she dropped Christmas Wonder, followed by Joy to the World in 2019. These projects, filled with modern interpretations of classic Christmas songs, quickly became fan favorites, establishing Angelica as a versatile artist who could blend her youthful energy with timeless music. Her holiday releases not only showcased her vocal talent, but also reinforced her image as an artist who could bring families together through music. As Angelica continued to write and release music, each new song marked a deeper connection with her fans. Tracks like No Time to Waste, which raised awareness for the Sepsis Alliance, Looking Up, and Set a Place at Your Table explored themes of empowerment, resilience, and hope, further defining Angelica's identity as an artist. With every release, she pushed boundaries, combining her personal story with the universal emotions of struggle and triumph. Her songwriting journey also aligned with a broader cultural shift toward authenticity and emotional transparency in music. Like artists such as Billie Eilish and Olivia Rodrigo, Angelica's music resonated with Gen Z audiences who sought songs that reflected real-life experiences. Her songs became more than just catchy tunes. They became anthems for those facing their own challenges, providing comfort and strength through her lyrics. Angelica Hale's talents extend far beyond the microphone. She's also ventured into acting, bringing her dynamic presence to both film and television. Her acting career took off with her role in the 2022 musical film American Reject, where she played Anna, a young girl who helps a former reality show contestant navigate disappointment and self-doubt. Critics were quick to praise Angelica's performance, noting that she held her own alongside seasoned actors while infusing the character with sincerity, heart, and humor. The role resonated with fans as it mirrored Angelica's own journey, one where finding strength and identity through performance had become second nature. Her versatility in the entertainment world didn't stop there. Angelica also ventured into voice acting, where she voiced Peggy the polar bear in the popular Disney Junior series, TOTS. Her cheerful, expressive voice made her a natural for children's programming, and her ability to convey deep emotions with just her voice impressed many in the industry. She later voiced the character Ty in the special Celebrate Chuggington and took on the lead role in Maya Unstoppable, an empowering animated series about a young girl who overcomes life's obstacles through creativity and courage. These projects showcased her range and introduced her to a new generation of fans who admired not only her vocal skills, but also her ability to bring characters to life. But perhaps Angelica's most ambitious acting project to date is her 2025 Broadway debut in Boop. The musical, an updated rendition of a classic Betty Boop franchise. Angelica plays Trisha, a pivotal new character who helps modernize Boop's world for contemporary audiences. The show opened at the Broadhurst Theater to rave reviews, with critics praising Angelica for her commanding presence, vocal performance, and undeniable energy. The role demanded a combination of live singing, acting, and dancing, all of which Angelica had honed through years of training and experience. Her Broadway debut solidified her as a multidimensional entertainer capable of succeeding in both the music and acting worlds. In addition to her role in Boop, the musical Angelica has continued to seize opportunities in live television and special event performances. Whether performing at holiday specials, celebrity galas, or televised charity events, she's proven her ability to entertain across various mediums. Her ability to switch effortlessly between singing, acting, and engaging in character-driven antics highlights her versatility and proves that she's ready to take on whatever the entertainment world throws her way. Through her acting career, Angelica has continued to build her reputation as an entertainer who can captivate audiences in more ways than one. Her presence on stage, whether in front of a camera or in a live theater setting, continues to prove that she is more than just a talented singer. She's a complete performer with the world at her feet. Angelica Hale's journey is not just one of stardom, but also one of giving back and advocating for causes that are close to her heart. From her earliest days as a kidney transplant recipient to her ongoing work as a survivor of sepsis, Angelica has used her platform to raise awareness about vital health issues and inspire others who are facing similar struggles. In 2017, Angelica became the first ever kid ambassador for the National Kidney Foundation, NKF, sharing her personal story as a kidney transplant recipient. Her advocacy work emphasized the importance of organ donation and kidney health, using her voice to encourage others to take action. Angelica's involvement with the NKF includes public service announcements, live-stream fundraisers, and appearances on Capitol Hill, where she's worked tirelessly to raise awareness and support for kidney disease patients. Her efforts have been instrumental in shining a light on the life-saving impact of organ donation, and her advocacy continues to inspire many families who are dealing with similar health challenges. In addition to her work with the NKF, Angelica has become a passionate advocate for sepsis awareness. As a survivor of sepsis at the age of 4, she partnered with the Sepsis Alliance to launch the It's About Time campaign, which educates the public about the early signs and symptoms of sepsis. Her involvement in this initiative has earned her recognition, including the 2018 Aaron K. Flatley Spirit Award, honoring her commitment to using her voice to save lives. Angelica's advocacy highlights the importance of timely medical intervention, and she continues to be a powerful voice in spreading awareness about this life-threatening condition. Beyond her work with kidney disease and sepsis, Angelica's advocacy extends to supporting children's hospitals and health organizations. She has performed for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, visited patients at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, and participated in programs at Seacrest Studios, using her music and personal story to bring hope and encouragement to those who need it most. Through these engagements, Angelica has demonstrated the profound impact that one person's story can have on others, offering a sense of connection and solidarity to families dealing with health challenges. Angelica's philanthropic efforts are a testament to her character. She has used her platform to raise awareness for causes that are close to her heart, and her work continues to touch the lives of many. Whether through her charitable performances, hospital visits, or public campaigns, Angelica remains committed to giving back and using her voice to make a difference. She is not just a talented performer. She is a young humanitarian who has turned her own health struggles into a source of inspiration for others. Angelica Hale's influence doesn't end with her music, acting, and advocacy work. In today's digital age, she's also become a powerful force on social media, where she connects with millions of fans around the world. Angelica's digital presence is not just about promoting her work. It's about fostering a sense of community, sharing her journey, and inspiring others through her genuine personality. With over 3.36 million subscribers on her official YouTube channel, Angelica has built a loyal following who tune in not just for music videos, but for vlogs, live performances, and personal insights. Her channel provides fans with a behind-the-scenes look at her life, offering a deeper connection with a young star. Whether she's sharing snippets of her day, performing live, or offering glimpses into her creative process, Angelica's YouTube channel has become a platform for both entertainment and inspiration. On Instagram, where she has more than 1.5 million followers, Angelica shares personal moments from her daily life, giving fans an intimate look at who she is beyond the stage. Her posts range from professional photo shoots to candid family moments, and it's this authenticity that resonates with her followers. Angelica's social media presence isn't just about maintaining a public image. It's about showing her fans that she's just like them, someone who shares their joys, struggles, and triumphs. But it's not just Instagram and YouTube where Angelica shines. On TikTok, she regularly shares singing challenges, lighthearted clips, and fun moments with her family. TikTok has allowed Angelica to reach a younger demographic, giving her an opportunity to engage with her fans in new and creative ways. Her fun and playful content on TikTok has further cemented her as one of the most relatable young stars in the entertainment industry. Angelica's influence extends beyond traditional social media platforms. She's built a thriving community across Facebook, where she has over 3.9 million followers and has launched her own online store, selling branded merchandise like apparel and accessories. This move allowed Angelica to connect even further with her fan base, giving them a tangible way to support her journey while proudly displaying their loyalty. Her merchandise line has become a way for fans to feel like they're part of her world, creating a sense of unity and connection among her growing audience. In addition to her online store, Angelica has also signed several brand endorsement partnerships that align with her image: youth empowerment, creativity, and positivity. These partnerships allow her to continue generating income while staying true to herself and her message. As of late 2024, Angelica's estimated net worth is around $3 million, a significant achievement for someone of her age. Her revenue comes from music royalties, concert tours, acting projects, brand partnership, and monetization on YouTube, proving that Angelica has built a sustainable and successful career for herself at such a young age. Angelica's digital influence is more than just numbers. It's about her ability to stay connected to her fans, create a positive impact, and continue to evolve as an artist and entrepreneur. Whether she's hosting live Q&As, performing virtual concerts, or sharing personal moments, Angelica has mastered the art of using her digital platforms to stay relevant, relatable, and grounded. In a world where digital influence is more important than ever, Angelica is leading the way for young artists who are not just performers, but creators who can connect with fans on a personal level.